Mr. Muhammad Ali has just refused to be inducted into the United States Armed Forces.
It's February 25th, 1964. World heavyweight champion Sonny Liston makes the second defense.
In 1964, Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. shocked the world when he snatched the throne of boxing from Sonny Liston and won his first world championship at the age of 22.
I'm the greatest thing that ever lived. I don't have a mark on my face, and I upset Sonny Liston, and I just turned 22 years old. I must be the greatest.
Only 3 years later, his title and boxing license were taken from him, and he was put on trial. This was for a simple reason. The United States does not include Gizea in her laws.
Gizea, or tribute, is a legal system that allows you to keep your beliefs. It allows you not to die thousands of miles away from your homeland for things that you do not believe in. In Islam, it is a sum of money paid by the non-Muslims in return for protection given by the Muslims' army if they're not enlisted in the army, in case they want to join the army when they are spared from Gizea. Why?
War in Islam is a war for belief and principles. It is not for money, it is not for oil, and it is not for cheap labor. In the Islamic country, war is only for the principles of Islam. If you are Christian, Jew, or Buddhist, or believe in any other religion, Islam will not put you on trial for disobeying the orders.
You can pay Gizea and keep your dignity and principles, and we would have to protect you too. This is just for a small sum of money, about 4 dinars.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Muhammad Ali has just refused to be inducted into the United States Armed Forces.
In 1965, the young boxer Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. embraced Islam. He changed his name to Muhammad Ali.
There's great interest in the fact that you have joined the Muslim religion. How long have you had this interest, Cassius?
Oh, for the past 6 years, I would say, after hearing a lot of teachings on Negro history and who we were before we got here.
He appeared a lot along with his close friend, Malcolm X. The media published the news of Muhammad Ali embracing a new belief. His life and thoughts changed, and his hatred of racial segregation, which dominated USA back then, increased as he personally suffered for being black. By the end of the same year, there were 200,000 American soldiers in North Vietnam. Muhammad Ali was summoned to join the war over there.
Since Gizea was a mandatory tax for protecting the people not recruited in the army, therefore only the person who was able to carry weapons paid such tax. So handicapped, hermits, women, children, and olds, so that over 70% of people or other beliefs were exempted from paying Gizea. Gizea, or the tribute, was a mandatory tax in the former religions too. It was paid by certain nations or individuals to some king as a sign of submission. And while in Islam, those who paid Gizea did not take anything in return. In the Holy Scripture, we read,
"Shew me the tribute money, and they brought unto him a penny." When the Pharisees wanted to trap Jesus Christ, they asked him about his opinion of paying Gizea to Caesar. He answered them, "Give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and give to God what is God's."
It was not a punishment for not being a Muslim, because in fact Muslims were paying a tax called zakat, which is money given to the poor of the Muslims. It equals 2.5% of annual savings if it reaches a specific amount.
It has been said that I have 2 alternatives: either go to jail or go to the army. But I would like to say that there is another alternative, and that alternative is justice.
I'm not going to help nobody get something my Negroes don't have. If I'm going to die, I'll die now, right here fighting you. If I'm going to die, you my enemy. My enemy is the white people, not Vietcong or Chinese or Japanese. You my opposer when I want freedom. You my opposer when I want justice. You my opposer when I want equality. You won't even stand up for me in America for my religious beliefs, and you want me to go somewhere and fight, but you won't even stand up for me here at home. You won't stand up for what I believe now. So you
I am not going 10,000 miles to help murder, kill, and burn other people to simply help continue the domination of white slave masters over dark people the world over. This is the day and age when such evil injustice must come to an end. Why should they ask me to put on a uniform and go 10,000 miles from home and drop bombs and bullets on brown people in Vietnam, while so-called Negro people in Louisville are treated like dogs and denied simple human rights?
They say that actually every time that I enter the ring, in a way, I'm going to war. They say to me daily, you are a prize fighter. What's the difference? And I like to say to those critics of the press and to the others that there is one hell of a lot of difference in fighting in the ring and going to war in Vietnam. Boxing is nothing like going to war with machine guns, bazookas, hand grenades, bomber airplanes. My intention is to box to win a clean fight. But in war, the intention is to kill, and continue killing innocent people. That's what the business in war. I would like to hear this from you. And I want the world and the cameras to hear. Who's the heavyweight champion of the world?
This is the opinion of Muhammad Ali. You can agree or disagree, but you certainly believe that you should not send someone to fight in another country to come back in a coffin, just because the government wants him to do so. This is Gizea in Islam.
But what if the non-Muslim wanted to be recruited in the Muslim's army? In that case, he will be exempted from paying Gizea. There are many examples in history about that. The Christian tribe called Al-Jorazima that was living near Turkey, they were exempted from Gizea in return for their military services, supporting the Muslims and fighting at the battlefront. They were also entitled to share of the captured booty. And we also will find similar examples among the Christians who lived in Albania and south of Romania under the Ottoman rule. They used to serve in the Islamic army in important ranks. Omar ibn al-Khattab, the second caliphate of Muslims, told his leaders, who is not able to pay Gizea, reduce it from him, and who cannot pay, help him. And when he saw an old non-Muslim man begging people, Omar said to him, "Old man, we have not done justice to you. In your youth we realized Gizea from you and have left you to fend for yourself in your old age." Then Omar ordered that he gets paid a monthly salary from the taxes of Islamic states to help him through life. These are the teachings of Islam.